in last half hour, we told you about a doctor in Palm Beach County who kept practicing even though he had been found responsible for multiple patient deaths.
Yeah, so now as we continue our coverage of this shocking story, I-Team investigator Danielle DeRoss is back to explain how the doctors we trust can hide their past mistakes, leaving patients in the dark. Danielle?
And good morning, Matt and Ashley. This doctor had 9 lawsuits, more than a dozen patient injuries, and even 6 deaths in his career. But the women going to his practice had no idea. We went to the Florida Board of Medicine to ask how a doctor like this could keep operating for so long.
My mama would have stayed away from him like the plague.
Shatasia Small says her mother, Joyce Rivers, would have never became a patient of Dr. Berto Lopez if she knew about his past. Before Joyce went in for surgery, Dr. Lopez had already been sued multiple times for medical mistakes, some of them fatal. In fact, 8 years before her operation, the Board of Medicine received their first complaint. It fined Dr. Lopez and required him to continue his medical education and complete community service. But after that, complaints kept piling up. Joyce's family knew nothing about it when she went in for what was supposed to be a routine outpatient procedure. A fatal infection caused by a surgical error made her the 4th patient to die under this OBGYN's care.
Out of all of the 42 years I've done medical malpractice, this doctor got away with more than I've ever seen.
Gary Cohen represents another one of Dr. Lopez's victims, a mother who died hours after giving birth. He says the Board of Medicine had multiple opportunities to take away Lopez's medical license, but they chose other penalties. 2 years before his client died, a different mother in Dr. Lopez's care died of complications from her C-section. And even though that wasn't his first infraction, the board fined him $22,000, ordered more medical education again, but allowed him to continue performing surgeries as long as he was supervised by another doctor.
You recognized he was a danger.
Everybody did.
Dr. Steven Rosenberg is the former chair of the Florida Board of Medicine, and he was on the board when Dr. Lopez's case came under review.
When you put restrictions on this guy back in 2014, sounds like you wanted to prevent him from practicing medicine.
Correct.
So why not just take his license away?
For the board to revoke a person's license is very difficult because there are so many opportunities for them to appeal and continue to practice under those appeals.
Dr. Rosenberg says there are ways for doctors to get around the Board of Medicine if their license is on the line, like taking their case to an administrative law judge who can drag out the process and even overrule the board's decisions. He also says the board is only alerted to issues with the doctor when a complaint is filed with the Department of Health and forwarded to them. He says lawyers and victims often file civil lawsuits without filing complaints with the state. And on top of that, doctors often settle lawsuits before they are formally filed, so there's no public record of any kind. Medical malpractice attorney Cohen says this system allows too many bad doctors to keep working.
So who is this system protecting at this point, doctors or patients?
Absolutely, the system is made to prevent patients from getting any kind of justice, and it's getting worse, not better.
Now, you may remember back in 2004, Florida voters passed a 3 strikes rule, which was supposed to take away a doctor's license if they had 3 or more incidents of medical malpractice. But the Florida legislature watered that amendment down to the point that it is now very difficult to get a strike against your license. And as far as the I-Team has been able to determine, no doctor has ever been disciplined under that 3 strikes rule.
None.